I see the video where she said her own he was thinking. Did you see that? I'm not making this.
This industry, what you must understand is, when you do sell your soul, you are allowed to live forever. And these people that are called youngins, I was. No idea that these people still live. They will prey, haunt, kidnap, anything to stay on top. This is their world. They have nothing but time is what they...
The controversy around Sexyy Red just never seems to slow down. Every time one headline fades away, another one pops up, and people online always seem to have something new to say. If critics aren't arguing that she's hurting the public image of black women, they're spreading personal rumors and making disrespectful claims about her health and hygiene without offering any proof. The online chatter has only made the situation even more intense. One of the loudest voices calling her out has been Orlando. He has repeatedly shared his opinions about it, and judging by his latest comments, he don't look ready to move on anytime soon. This time, he turned the criticism up another level, making even more personal remarks than before. Instead of keeping the conversation focused on Sexyy Red, he also brought up several other women in the entertainment industry, claiming they had similar issues. Interestingly, every person he mentioned was a black woman, which quickly caught people's attention and sparked even more debate online. Many people felt Orlando crossed the line by dragging other women into a controversy that didn't involve them. Whether his comments were meant to stir conversation or simply grab attention, they only added more drama to an already heated situation, leaving fans divided and social media buzzing. Unless you completely missed what's been happening online, you've probably seen at least some of the rumors surrounding Sexyy Red. Social media quickly filled with posts discussing claims about her personal hygiene, and the topic spread across multiple platforms. Whether people believe the rumors or not, the conversation continued to grow and became one of the biggest trending topics online. Part of the reason the discussion gained so much attention is that Sexyy Red addressed it with her own sense of humor on social media. She later released a lip gloss collection with playful names that many fans connected to previous online jokes and viral discussions. That decision sparked even more conversation and kept the topic trending. Before long, Orlando joined the conversation with his own opinions. Instead of focusing only on Sexyy Red, he expanded his criticism to include several well-known women in the entertainment industry. He even mentioned Beyonce, making the controversy even bigger and triggering another wave of reactions across social media. Yes, even Beyonce's name ended up getting pulled into the discussion. Orlando made a series of personal claims about her, including unverified rumors about her health and accusations that people were trying to stop him from speaking publicly. None of those claims were supported by reliable evidence, but they quickly spread across social media and sparked plenty of reactions.
And she said she caught chlamydia twice from the same guy, and a lot of people are like, why are you saying these things out loud?
Congratulations to her for having chlamydia twice, I guess. I don't know if that was something she should have held in.
Rihanna's name was also brought into the conversation. For years, different rumors about her personal life have circulated online, and some social media posts have tried to connect it to old gossip involving Jay-Z. According to those online stories, people claim there was a private relationship years ago, although those allegations have never been confirmed by the people involved. The rumors continued to grow as they were repeated across blogs, videos, and discussion pages, making the story even bigger despite the lack of verified proof. The claims didn't just come from anonymous accounts online. They were also repeated by Jaguar Wright and Haley Dean, who some people have said had connections within the entertainment industry. Their comments helped keep the rumors circulating, even though the stories remain unverified and continued to be treated as speculation rather than established fact. The rumors didn't end there. Back in 2012, reports surfaced about a lawsuit filed by an unidentified person seeking millions of dollars from Rihanna over claims involving a personal health matter. The case attracted a lot of attention online, and before long, social media was filled with theories about who might have been behind it. None of those guesses were confirmed, but that didn't stop people from speculating.
Gloss brand, and the names for my lip gloss is something that nobody would have ever thought of. I got one called Nut, and it's the color of some nut. I got one called Gonorrhea. It's green like gonorrhea. I got one called Yellow Discharge, like how girls be having yellow discharge. Hole pink, booty hole brown, juice, and juice is clear with silver glitter. It's cute, like the cute, and it smells good. And it's so, like, people gonna talk But other people was like, you is a marketing genius because it's so fast. And it smell good too. I be thinking all out the box. It's not even on purpose. It's just like my brain helped me think outside the box to do some crazy shit.
One of the biggest rumors at the time was that the anonymous filing might have involved Chris Brown. That idea spread quickly across blogs and gossip pages, although no reliable evidence ever confirmed it. Many people believed the anonymity was meant to avoid even more media attention, while others dismissed the story as just another internet rumor that took on its own life. According to reports from that time, the lawsuit included dramatic descriptions of the alleged events and behavior. Those claims were part of the filing itself and were never established as proven fact. Even so, the story generated major headlines and became another example of how quickly unverified celebrity rumors can spread across the internet. The statement continued by saying, "Then she turned around and blamed me for the matter as a form of punishment." Even after all these years, Chris Brown has never publicly confirmed or denied whether he was connected to that lawsuit. Even so, plenty of online discussions have continued to speculate about it, despite there being no verified proof linking him to the case. Orlando also had plenty to say about Nicki Minaj. During an interview on No Jumper, he unexpectedly shifted the conversation toward her while discussing rumors involving women in the entertainment industry. He repeated a number of personal allegations about Nicki's private life and made disrespectful comments about her, but he did not provide evidence to support those claims. His remarks quickly spread across social media and became another major topic of debate. According to Orlando, the two later clashed because of comments he had made about it. He claimed Nicki was extremely upset by what he said and alleged that the disagreement became very serious. However, those statements remain his version of events and have not been independently confirmed. As clips from the interview circulated online, fans on both sides began arguing over the story, turning it into yet another headline-making celebrity controversy.
Me, baby.
Yeah.
And I used to be like, go take the cab.
See.
Yeah, of course. A nigga gonna shoot it.
I'm fair.
So this what happened. He was in the park with her, and he like, I gotta use this to bust my hooks. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
All right, so what's a bus? What's
Bust a june, a play. I'm like, okay, go ahead, go hop in the car. So they got in the car accident. He left his phone and left her at the scene because, you know, he can't be in the car. She can get locked up.
Right.
So he left her. She went through his phone and saw a video of him eating my in the phone, and she posted.
At a time when Cardi was expecting a child and should have been able to enjoy that special chapter of her life, she instead found herself dealing with waves of online rumors and personal gossip. The story spread quickly across social media, and she made it clear she felt the comments had crossed the line. Rather than ignoring the situation, Cardi spoke out publicly and strongly pushed back against the claims, saying the rumors had gone far beyond fair criticism. She also made it clear that she was prepared to defend her reputation through legal channels. That wasn't just talk either. The dispute eventually made its way to court, where Cardi ultimately won the case, making it one of the most talked about celebrity legal battles involving online content creators. Getting back to Sexyy Red, Orlando wasn't the only person making personal accusations about Sexyy Red. Others, including Charleston White, one of her children's fathers, and a few rappers also shared unverified claims about negative personal experiences involving her. Those allegations quickly spread online, although they were presented without verified evidence and remained the subject of public speculation. Then there was the whole situation involving Sexyy Red and content creator Gucci Third Leg, which quickly turned into another major round of online gossip. People began spreading rumors that she had supposedly picked up a personal health issue after spending time with him. The speculation grew after Gucci himself became the subject of separate online claims about his health. Before long, social media users started connecting the two stories, even though none of those rumors were verified. Once people realized they had recently been linked together, the internet wasted no time turning it into another trending topic. Not long after that, Chicago rapper Von Off 17000 added even more attention to the conversation with a series of posts on Facebook. He suggested he had experienced an unpleasant issue after spending time with Sexyy Red, which led many people online to assume he was referring to her.
Photo twice.
Well, that's the most pretty common.
Yeah, very common. This what happened. Me and my was together and we broke up because he was cheating on me. So then we broke up. Then I went and did me. He did him. And then we met each other, came back together.
Something went right.
We both was like, what's the this smell? Just like, what's going on? So y'all went to get a doctor. Yeah, went to the doctor.
His comments spread quickly across blogs and social media, with fans debating what he meant and whether there was any truth behind the rumors. As the posts continued to circulate, the speculation only grew bigger. Even so, the claims remained unverified and were never backed by reliable evidence. Despite that, the story became another widely discussed topic in the ongoing wave of celebrity gossip surrounding Sexyy Red. It's clear Orlando hasn't held back when sharing his opinions about Sexyy Red and several other women in the entertainment world. Whether people agree with him or not, his repeated comments have kept the conversation going and sparked plenty of reactions across social media. At the same time, some fans think making such personal accusations about others only creates more unnecessary drama and puts even more attention on unverified rumors. The controversy also inspired a flood of online reactions. One person wrote, "Proud to say I never really liked her. The brand just seemed off, and I had thought the worst when those lip gloss names came out. So I don't understand why personal controversy has to be her whole brand." Another commenter shared a different opinion, saying, "This is the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. The more you keep trying to tell people to slow down and make better choices, the less they listen." As expected, reactions like these quickly spread across social media, showing just how divided people remain over the entire situation. Not everyone was willing to accept Orlando's comments without questioning them, though. Plenty of people pointed out that making serious claims about someone's personal life without solid proof can easily cross the line. Others argued that celebrity gossip has reached a point where almost any rumor can spread like fact after being repeated enough times. That back and forth quickly became part of the discussion, with supporters and critics arguing over where the line should be drawn.
Well, she was my boss and gave my boss chlamydia. He's a prince in Africa, and so he came out here back in 2000. Right before that, they were around. I think she was, I don't know if it was Travis, I don't know. Rihanna got dirty and got him dirty.
At the same time, some fans noticed that this wasn't the first time Orlando had publicly called out celebrities. Over the years, he has made headlines for speaking on different artists, actors, and public figures, often sharing controversial opinions that immediately grab attention. Because of that history, many people weren't surprised that his latest interview created another wave of debate. Meanwhile, Sexyy Red didn't appear to directly respond to every new accusation being made about her. Instead, many of the conversations continued to play out through reaction channels, blogs, live streams, and social media posts, where creators and fans picked apart every new clip and every new statement as more details continued to surface. As more clips from Orlando's interview made the rounds online, people started revisiting some of his older interviews to see whether his stories had stayed consistent. Some viewers believed he was simply sharing his opinions, while others questioned why so many of his claims focused on celebrities' personal lives instead of verifiable events. That difference in perspective became a major part of the discussion, with audiences reaching very different conclusions. Some entertainment commentators also pointed out that controversial interviews often gain the most attention because short clips can spread much faster than the full conversation. A brief soundbite can easily take on its own life, especially when it's shared without the surrounding context. That's why many people encouraged others to separate confirmed information from speculation before accepting every claim they saw online. Even with those reminders, the interview continued generating new reactions. Different creators began breaking down Orlando's comments one by one, comparing them with previous interviews and public statements. While some believed he was exposing hidden industry issues, others felt he was making claims that should be viewed carefully unless supported by reliable evidence. The discussion soon shifted toward whether any of the celebrities he mentioned would eventually decide to respond.
About that, it was forever ago. They were both very young, and he had just had his first herpes outbreak from her giving him the herpes.
Ooh, my.
Like, you know what I mean? Like people don't understand what happened that night. And that's because Jay-Z worked so hard to change the narrative of that night. Now, Rihanna was only 14, 15 when he started her and signed her to death jail. It's clear to say that the herpes that she had came from the person she had been mostly involved with, and that was Sean Carter.
As people continued digging through Orlando's past interviews, many noticed a familiar pattern. Whenever he appeared on a podcast or sat down for a lengthy conversation, his most headline-grabbing comments usually centered on well-known celebrities. Some viewers felt he was speaking his mind without worrying about the backlash, while others believed the shocking statements were designed to keep people talking rather than to present verified facts. Another point that kept coming up was how quickly online rumors can take on a life of their own. Once a clip starts circulating, thousands of reposts, reaction videos, and edited versions can make it difficult for viewers to tell the difference between an opinion, a rumor, and something that has actually been confirmed. That's why several commentators urge people to look for reliable sources before accepting dramatic claims at face value. Even so, Orlando's interview continued to be dissected from every angle. Some creators focused on his specific remarks, while others examined the bigger picture and questioned why celebrity gossip so often overshadows artists' actual careers. As those conversations continued, attention gradually shifted toward whether anyone else connected to the story would decide to speak publicly or clear the air. While Orlando's remarks kept making the rounds, some fans began looking at the situation from a different angle. Instead of focusing only on the accusations, they questioned why personal controversies so often receive more attention than music, performances, or career achievements. To them, it seemed like every new interview was less about entertainment and more about keeping old rumors alive. Others pointed out that this isn't unique to one artist or one interview. In today's social media world, a single clip can be reposted hundreds of times within hours, with each version adding a new opinion or interpretation. Before long, the original conversation can become buried under layers of reactions, making it much harder to separate confirmed information from internet speculation. That's one reason many viewers chose to wait for direct responses instead of relying on secondhand claims. Even without official statements from everyone involved, people continued comparing different interviews, podcasts, and live streams to see whether any new details would emerge. Some believed the story had already gone as far as it could go, while others felt there were still unanswered questions surrounding the comments that had been made. Meanwhile, attention slowly began shifting toward whether Orlando would address the growing criticism surrounding his own remarks or double down in another interview. As the debate continued, another question started popping up across comment sections. Some people wondered whether Orlando's outspoken approach was helping his own public image or simply creating more controversy around his name. Every new interview seemed to bring another unexpected headline, and that left viewers divided over his motives. Some saw him as someone willing to speak without a filter, while others felt many of his comments relied too heavily on rumors instead of verified information.
So here it is. Chris Brown has his first herpes outbreak from his celebrity girlfriend who he was set up with, and it was supposed to be this and it was supposed to be that, and he was there so people wouldn't pay attention to the fact that she was Jay-Z.
Meanwhile, fans of the artist he mentioned weren't staying quiet either. Supporters pushed back against the allegations, arguing that repeating personal claims without evidence could unfairly damage someone's reputation. Others reminded viewers that social media discussions often grow far beyond the original story, with speculation being repeated so many times that it begins to sound factual, even when it hasn't been confirmed. At the same time, content creators kept reviewing old interviews and comparing Orlando's latest remarks with things he had said in the past. Some noticed similarities in the way he approached controversial topics, while others focused on the reactions those comments received. Before long, attention began shifting toward another interview where Orlando addressed a different celebrity, adding yet another chapter to the ongoing discussion. That interview also led people to revisit Orlando's history of making bold statements about the entertainment industry. Over the years, he's spoken about several high-profile figures, and those interviews have often sparked strong reactions. Because of that track record, many viewers approached his latest comments with caution, choosing to separate his opinions from information that had actually been confirmed. Some entertainment reporters also noted that interviews built around controversial topics naturally attract more attention than ordinary celebrity updates. A single, unexpected comment can quickly become the focus, while the rest of the conversation is often overlooked. That is why many of the shorter clips circulating online highlighted only the most dramatic moments instead of the full discussion, leaving plenty of room for different interpretations. As more people watched the complete interview, they noticed that Orlando covered far more than just one celebrity. He jumped between different stories, shared personal opinions, and revisited older industry rumors that had been circulating for years. Some listeners felt he was connecting unrelated events, while others believed he was simply repeating stories that had already been discussed elsewhere. Before long, another name mentioned during the interview started drawing attention, taking the conversation in a completely different direction. That unexpected shift in the interview caught a lot of viewers off guard. Instead of staying focused on one topic, Orlando moved from one celebrity story to another, mixing personal opinions with long-running entertainment rumors. Because the conversation covered so many different people, some viewers found it difficult to separate confirmed events from speculation, especially when older stories were brought back into the spotlight.
This blogger lady that hates the shit out of me, and I'm gonna sue her because I'm tired of her making up fake stories. All of my friends, like this lady, constantly stalk me. Everybody that she see that I'm close to or like comment back on the pictures, like she literally stalks them, and then she goes and claims that people are giving her information about me, says some disgusting things about me and my homeboy Schemo. Let me tell you something.
Several reaction channels also pointed out that this approach has become common in celebrity interviews. One surprising statement leads to another, and before long, the discussion has expanded far beyond where it started. As more creators reviewed the interview, they began comparing Orlando's latest remarks with previous appearances, looking for details that matched up and questioning the ones that didn't. Meanwhile, fans continued watching to see whether any of the people mentioned would respond directly or simply ignore the claims altogether. Some believe staying silent was the best way to avoid giving more attention to the rumors, while others argued that addressing the stories publicly could finally clear up some of the confusion. With opinions split on every side, viewers kept waiting to see if another interview, social media post, or public appearance would add a new piece to the story. While everyone was focused on Orlando's latest remarks, another debate started taking shape. Some viewers questioned whether interviews built around shocking claims were becoming more about entertainment than facts. They argued that once a clip goes viral, people often react to the headline without watching the full conversation, making it easy for rumors and opinions to get mixed together. Others pointed out that the entertainment industry has seen this pattern many times before. A controversial interview sparks countless reaction videos, podcasts, and live streams, with each creator adding a different perspective. By the time the story reaches a wider audience, the original comments can sound very different depending on who's retelling them. That left many people urging viewers to look at the full context before deciding what to believe. Even with those conversations happening, Orlando's interview continued to be analyzed from different angles. Some listeners focused on the celebrities he mentioned, while others paid closer attention to the way he presented his stories and the reactions they received. As more discussions unfolded, people started wondering whether Orlando would eventually return for another interview to clarify some of his statements or introduce an entirely new set of claims. As the interview continued making the rounds, more people started paying attention to how quickly celebrity narratives can change. One day, an artist is being praised for a new project, and the next day, the conversation shifts almost entirely to personal rumors. Many viewers felt that this cycle has become a regular part of online culture, where dramatic stories often receive far more attention than confirmed news or career updates. Some media commentators also noted that public figures are frequently discussed based on short clips rather than complete interviews. A few seconds taken out of context can create a completely different impression from the full conversation. Because of that, many viewers chose to watch the original interview before forming an opinion, while others remained skeptical of any claims that weren't supported by reliable evidence.
I would have my page off private so more people can watch, but then she has her people, these little trollers troll my page. And then next thing you know, I don't have a TikTok. Then my Instagram, then she's running that page. So do you things that I have? Yeah. So stop why you guys. She be
What wasn't it dead yesterday? Trusted on Beyonce days. What?
Meanwhile, Orlando's name continued appearing across entertainment blogs and reaction channels, with creators breaking down his comments from different perspectives. Some believed he was simply expressing controversial opinions, while others questioned why so many of his stories centered on private matters instead of publicly verified events. Before long, attention began shifting toward how the people around him reacted to the growing criticism and whether anyone close to the situation would decide to speak out. As more reactions came in, the focus slowly shifted away from the original accusations and toward the impact of Orlando's comments themselves. Some viewers felt he had every right to share his opinions, while others argued that making personal claims without solid evidence could unfairly affect the people involved. That difference of opinion became a major part of the discussion. Several entertainment creators also pointed out that controversial interviews often have a much longer lifespan than expected. Clips get reposted, edited, and shared across multiple platforms, with each version adding a different perspective. By the time many people see the story, they've already heard several conflicting versions of what was actually said. Even with all the different opinions circulating, one question remained unanswered. Would anyone directly respond to Orlando's latest remarks? Or would the conversation move in an entirely different direction as new interviews and new stories continue to surface? No matter how much success, money, or fame someone has, it doesn't protect them from rumors, public criticism, or personal controversies. Situations like this are a reminder that celebrity stories can spread incredibly fast, so it's always worth separating verified facts from online speculation before jumping to conclusions. Now it's your turn to weigh in. What do you think about Orlando's comments about Sexyy Red? Do you think she will simply ignore the situation, or could she decide to respond publicly, or even explore legal options, similar to how Cardi B handled her own high-profile dispute? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who follows celebrity news. Thanks for watching, and be sure to click on the next video on your screen for another story that's been getting people talking.